private newspapers delivered to our computer screen.
Μια παρουσίαση της εφημερίδας Athens News, που η εφημερίδα αυτή παρουσιάζεται μέσα από το World Wide Web και μέσα από το ίντερνετ. Ένα παράδειγμα στα Business News είναι για το πρόγραμμα Telematics της Ευρωπαϊκής Κοινότητας, όπως επίσης έχουμε και ένα άλλο πρόγραμμα για Information Engineering.
We can also get alarm information to check upon our homes and offices remotely.
Il s'agit d'un système de domotique qui gère le chauffage, la climatisation et l'alarme dans les habitations. On peut agir sur le système par téléphone à distance, également à l'aide d'un Minitel. Il est possible de laisser des messages à destination de la maison ou d'agir sur le chauffage.
Using a navigating computer is great and helps us get from point A to point B. But how do we ensure that the traffic is controlled so that it flows and never jams? Navigating computers can tell us more than just the location of our destination. Here we're looking for a restaurant. We get its name, its location, price range, whether it accepts credit cards, and the direction to get there from our current point.
Prendre la deuxième à gauche.
Here we see an automatic traffic control system in use in the United Kingdom. The system not only sees the traffic, but calculates flow rates and speed of individual vehicles. To top it all, it detects slow movement or even stopping traffic, and it will indicate an error condition and signal for help automatically. Another way the Information Society will help us is using automatic travel guides.
This is Travel Guide, a portable traveler information system. The system can provide real-time traffic information and then calculate a route, the quickest route between any 2 points that the user is interested in. The idea is to make this available in a handheld unit that you can carry with you wherever you go. You can insert a radio receiver to get the real-time information and a map database for whatever city you happen to be in.
C'est un patient qui voyage de Berlin, donc qui s'est arrêté à Bruxelles et qui a eu un problème cardiaque. Donc là, vous voyez les analyses cardiaques ultrasoniques qu'on a fait localement à Bruxelles. Et on a pu donc se connecter sur l'hôpital de Berlin pour récupérer son historique radiologique, une manière de comparer les deux images, son dossier patient et le cas qu'il a eu particulièrement donc à Bruxelles.
This is a patient who has had a speech disability and has pulmonary hypertension. Patient is located in Jacksonville, Florida, and the experts are in Rochester, Minnesota. And what we are doing over a video link is doing consultation, looking at the x-rays and making the diagnosis without the patient having to travel from one location to another location.
We're all aware of the World Health Organization's work in helping educate people about diseases as well as eradicating them from the world. So you would be right in wondering, what are they doing here?
What we tried to do is build a little prototype to show how indeed we can use health information to benefit the health of the populations of the G7 and more globally across the world. And what we have here is a little demonstration, and this allows you to select health indicators like infant mortality and be able to compare them across the world. For example, you can go into Germany, but even there you can find that there is one lander with a very high infant mortality. And you can zoom in right down to the level of the counties. So if you want to discover which are the countries where you need to take action to improve the infant mortality, you can zoom right in to do that.
Designing a car in a multi-location scenario is another reason of the importance of cooperative car design as being attempted here.
What you see on the screen now is a cooperative car design between Italy and here Brussels. On the right hand side you see the designers which are working on. On the left you see an actual car design which is being shared, so the designers can jointly work on it, modify it, seeing immediately what the effects are of a change.
What would you do if you needed to work in a precarious environment? You would need one of these telepresence helmets.
The application is for underground mining applications, any opportunity to use equipment remotely. So if you move your head and you look up and down, you're getting a complete, total sense of immersion. The cameras could be located in another building, they could be located underground, they could in fact be located...
But by far the best use of technology is real-time design using customer input. A typical example is architecture. Klaus Allers, an architect, say in Munich, is talking to Andre Kramer about an office design. They're discussing the placement of a little bookcase. The bookcase does not appear on the original design and is electronically placed there. The office is the area of our society that is benefiting the most from these products. Cordless telephones, the internet, the multimedia personal newspaper, travel in the future and the modern marketplace are some of the products making huge inroads. Just take a look.
This simulates your daily life in the office. You can communicate with voice as a telephone. You can send electronic mail. You can send fax. If you want to send a message, you can just tap postcard, and all you do is just tap it, send, and it goes.
This is the personal multimedia newspaper, and you have access to an enormous amount of information. This information amount you can then filter according to your own personal profile and give you exactly the choice of articles that you would want. You have the possibility of watching text articles, you can read about the latest movies coming out, and you could also then order tickets through a teleshopping.
So a new way to book your holidays with a travel agency. I mean, here we can go into Thomas Cook's applications and go and have a look at what types of holidays we'd like to look at. Let's have a look at the cities and short breaks, see what types of ones we have in Europe.
For customers who are looking for a break within easy travelling distance from the UK.
Education is another great winner in our society. What with all this remote knowledge spread around, with tele-education opportunities and up-to-date do-it-yourself courses, how can we not learn?
We're delivering right now on CD-ROM, but it's also ready to deliver over the information highway at any time. We have the equivalent of a 2-day training course on the CD, over 3 hours of sound. We teach use of CorelDRAW through several projects. The first one that we have is a greeting card.
When drawing a greeting card, it is very useful to visualize the final product by creating a mock-up.
Even talking to someone 11,000 kilometers away in Vancouver, Canada is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
This particular video link is certainly a very long one at almost 12,000 kilometers and has very many hops and network partners working with it. The idea here is that if you are living in a major urban center, you have access to a wide variety of courses on a numerous range of topics. It's this sort of flexible scheduling, providing learning just as it's required or just as the person has the time and ability to learn it.
I've outlined today the concrete steps I believe we must take to embark on this new voyage of discovery. Empowered by the movable type of the next millennium, we can send caravans loaded with the wealth of human knowledge and creativity along trails of light that lead to every home and village.
The Information Society is now firmly in place. In fact, at the Halifax, Canada G7 Summit, it has been suggested to demonstrate some of the results of the Information Society projects in '96. In March of 1996, people will focus their attentions to South Africa. It is there where the next Information Society meeting will be held, incorporating solutions and opportunities for developing nations. The Information Society is all around us. It offers opportunities, employment, and a brighter future. All we have to do is reach out and embrace it.